Hello, everybody. So let's have a look at Apple now. Now, there's actually, before we get into the stock, I just want to show you something over here. So if you look on this weekly, we printed a weekly range bar. Okay, spinning top to some people. To me, that's just simply a range bar. Basically, the whole week we've moved between these two lines, and you can see the breakout here happened, and the target, which was just 100%, which is basically the height of this range. So it's from this line here to there, and you project that up, and I get my target over there. And you can see how profit taking happened. Okay, now the interesting part here is you essentially have two range bars right over there. Okay, and we've got a nice solid green weekly bar for last week. Let's just have a look at the daily, and a couple of things here. From Ichimoku perspective, we are neutral. We're basically ranging. We're in the cloud here. Okay. What we are doing though is we've had a bearish crossover there. Okay, where Tekinson has fallen below Kijinson, and we also had a bearish signal there when Chikuspan broke through the cloud. But Chikuspan needs to break through Tekinson and Kijinson as well for it to gain momentum to move to the downside. So right now we are top of range. I'd be reluctant to get into a long trade here until we've either pulled back slightly or we've broken and done a retest of this range. We do have prices moving down here, so we do have some diversions here as well. Okay, prices moving to downside, but the unbalanced volume is moving to the upside. So typically, to me, this is indicating that we've got some continuation coming to the downside, maybe to the bottom of the range. You can see how the 200 EMA is holding steady at the moment. So if we just zoom in, you can see, let's get our breakouts. So there is a previous breakout there. You see how we fell through here, came back, broke up, and now we're sort of hovering on this support resistance area, which is the breakout. And I can just extend that to this previous high, which is another breakout, and you can see how we are testing there. So between those orange lines is a pretty strong support zone, okay? And it lines up with the bottom of the cloud as well, and it's above the 200 EMA. So there are quite a few Brooks gaps here. There's one there, there's one over there, and that one's closed. Okay, so you can see how that one's closed. The top of this bar, that tail, would have been the gap, and you can see how this bar here came down and closed it. Okay, so everything's pretty solid. There's nothing else in here. A lot of indecision happening here. And what you notice is when price sits between Kijinson and Tekinson like that. So Tekinson's the blue line, and Kijinson is the red line. When price is sitting in between like this, you are more than likely going to be ranging. And when Kijinson is flat like it is like this, and the cloud is flat, you're also basically ranging. There's no real direction as to what's going on. So the big question here is, are the results going to impact us? Are we expecting some negative results, or is this all the political noise that's happening, which is going to force us to either continue ranging or sell off a bit? I think we're on the knife's edge. I think with most of these stocks, as we've seen with Netflix and Amazon already, and I think Amazon painting the same picture. A lot of indecision. What's happening? A lot of Trump noise, a lot of noise within Syria, and the big question on everybody's mind, I think, is are the results actually going to push the prices higher, or are investors going to be spooked and start holding off and not getting into this until there's some stability in the world again? So yes, I think interesting one to wait and see what happens. Um, if we do break above here, then obviously we're going to probably push for all-time highs again. There are kind of inverse head and shoulders here. So here's the head, here's the right shoulder, and here's quite a big left shoulder here. So we do have quite a few reversal signals. It's just, for me, from an Ichimoku perspective, we are kind of just hovering right now. The hour is positive, but I don't really like to take much from the hour on stocks because you're typically going to be holding these for a couple of weeks sometimes. You want to get in on the proper trend. So you're looking to get in to get that right. So we've got a 6% growth on capital there. So anyway, yes, I think for me, I'm probably going to sit with the crowd at the moment and wait and see what's going to happen. And I'll take my cue from the 4-hour here to see whether we break. And I think before we close off the video, let's zoom in here, and you can see there's another range bar that's formed here. So spinning top, indecision, with another spinning top inside it. So there's a couple of ways to read into that. So what we could be seeing is this is an inside bar. So this one here fits inside this one. And you can see it clearly if I block it out. You see how we fit inside that bar beautifully. So that is a reversal signal to the downside. Okay. And the other thing that you could be seeing is we've broken through the cloud here. Okay. And we have a bullish crossover here. And we have a bullish signal there. All it's missing is the cloud hasn't twisted. And this is the test of the break. So these tails are testing the break, where the buyers are coming in basically on top of this previous high here. So they've broken through here and they're buying up the stock at this point, getting ready for a push to the top. So what I'll be watching here is essentially going to get a bit messy now. Bear with me. Can't get it perfectly straight, but you'll get the picture. So you can see how we're on the 50% of this range. So we're right here on the 50% of this range. And you can see how this 50% level plays such an important role in every single range. Okay, so a break above here, and it's game on for this area. And if we're heading for this area, then the weekly height is pretty close, which is, where's our weekly one? Our weekly one's quite far, it's up there. But our weekly 32% extension is here, which is pretty close. So a break above this bar will set the scene for further gains. A break below is going to push us to the downside. And if you look, let me just get rid of this one, the weekly one. And if you look at this, we're going to pull down into this area here, possibly the 200 EMA, and possibly even the bottom of the cloud, or outside the cloud here. So yes, I think for me, I'll pay attention to this bar here, see what happens. If we break into the upside, there's an opportunity to go long. If we break into the downside, there's opportunity to go for short. I don't think the short will be a massive sell-off. Probably the 50% area, which will be in this zone over here. But yeah, anyway, I think wait and see for me, and we'll see how next week plays out. Hope it helps, and that's Apple. I'll catch you later.